The Monday, April 22nd version of Morning Coffee and Chat. I don't always live stream, but when I do, I drink coffee. Ah, I'd like to thank everybody right off the bat for um, contacting me over the weekend, either by messenger or whatever. Um, After the Friday stream and all the things I was stressed out about, and, blah, 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 blah. Um, Things I thought were going to be okay, but yeah, let's just say that my biggest fears, yes, I still have a job. We had our meeting. We had a meeting on Friday. Morning, Jan. We had a meeting on Friday, and we talked about how great the team was, and all these different ideas for changes, and how to make things better advertising, um, stuff like that, and how we were not going to cut back on the crew, how we were not going to cut back on hours, how customers came in to see um, certain people cooking. They came in at certain times because of those certain people, and we're not going to cut stuff back. And sure enough, the new schedule came out, and we were cut back. So, yeah. So it's now 3 hours or 3 days a week, max 4 hours. Every scheduled day is 11 to slow. So yeah, I could be there an hour and then tell me to leave. So yep, it's I don't know. I don't know. We'll just have to we'll just have to wait and see what happens with things. Like you guys know, I live in a teeny tiny podok town, and there's not a lot of jobs here. So most of the jobs that are here, um, they hire family of existing employees. Like we have a cabinet factory here that does like an Amish style custom cabinetry and stuff like that. They hire and promote from within. Some guys have been there for 30 years. So it's then they hire through family and contacts and friends, and I don't look Amish, so it's kind of hard to pull that one off. Of course, we have McDonald's. Yeah. And then we have a Subway that's also Indian owned. And they only hire Indians now. Um, which is probably why you no longer get a sub, you get a sub. Um, but it's okay. We'll make it through. Always do. Always do. But gives me more time to work on videos. Not that I get paid for it. But oh well, you know. So how the hell is everybody? How was your weekend? Did you do anything fun? How was your weather? Um, it says we have 7 watching now. There's Tony. Good morning, you good looking devil, you. We got Tony and Jan in here chatting already. It says there's 7 folks watching. Everybody speak up. Say howdy, hello, how you doing, what the hell's up, stuff like, I mean, something, just say something, for God. Stand back there lurking in the shadows, peeking around corners. Some good coffee this morning. I needed good coffee this morning. Woke up at 1 minute till 6. Well, I woke up at 4:30 and went back to bed, and got back up at 1 minute till 6. Got Felix up. Hey, me. Well, yeah, I guess it is kind of. Um, I guess it is kind of hard for you to chat right now since you're driving. So, oh, and there was the next thing I was going to talk about was my lovely wife. You know, I got Felix up, got her in the bathtub and everything, got her off to school good, kept waiting to hear from the wife. Um, Found out when I got ready to message her to ask, you know, where the hell are you? Why aren't you home yet? Let me get this off the screen before it boogers up everything. Um, she she had messaged me at like 4:30 in the morning. Um, but my phone, you know, El Cheapo, um, that is the Galaxy cheaper than shit 010U812. It didn't even notify me that she had messaged me, and so I her and ask, you know, where are you? I'm starting to get worried. Come to find out that the girl that was supposed to relieve her this morning called off for the second day in a row. So not only did my poor wife have to work all night, she's still there working. She just messaged me and said, yeah, I'm still exhausted. So, or I'm already exhausted, and God only knows the next relief don't come in till 1 p.m. So, luckily, thank God, she's off tonight, so she'll be able to sleep all day and don't have to worry about it tonight. The participant thing says 3. I'm showing 7 watching now. 7 watching up here on this. Um, I think the boys in the kitchen are starting to stumble. I'm hearing the whining starting. And you know, I talked to the wife about coming down there and working, and at where you work at, Jan, and she's like, well, how are you going to get back and forth? I'm like, great question. You know, she said, how often are you going to be able to come home? I'm like, great question. You know, if I go down there and I do start working with Jan, and the girl really likes me, it's hard telling how often I'm going to get to come home. So, I'm trying to make a run of this thing. I'm trying to make it work. You know, I'm trying to. I just started doing the advertising thing yesterday for the bar. Since the old manager that left several months ago set up the Facebook page, she has all the access codes to get onto it, to do all the advertising and stuff. So now I'm doing all the advertising on my own Facebook page, and then putting it on all of the local towns, sites here, Dowagiac, Edwardsburg, Vandalia, stuff like that. We actually had people come in yesterday from like almost 40 miles away, and they said it was the best damn food they ever had. So that's because you had the best damn cook you've ever had. But, you know, what do you do? You'll get to move here. Um, might be harder said than done. You know, we still owe over $38,000 on this place. She's got 6 years in at the casino. With what she's making an hour and her position, it may be kind of hard to convince her into relocating. Morning, Ty. Great video this morning I seen, bud. Great video I seen. Y'all need to go over to Midwest History Comes Alive, Tyler's page, and check out this little video that he put up last night, I guess. I didn't catch it till this morning, but he's all dudded up in his Western attire and looking purty. It's a good little video. Good little video. Morning, Sarah. Morning, Skipper. Good to see you. Hope you guys are doing good. Yeah, I'll give you a holler here in a little bit, Ty. I'm going to critique your video for you. I'm going to critique it. Show you how to, give you ideas on how to make it better. Okay, we have casinos here, but don't know what their pay scale is. Yeah, they all vary. Right here in Michigan, she could be making a lot more money if she drove an hour and a half north. I mean, she could be making probably another $5 or $6 on the hour if she just drove north a little bit. But you know, it's hard telling. Let me see here. The exhausted. What's this? That is 2 olives sitting on a martini. My name is Pimento Montoya. You killed my... My name is Pimento Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. 2 olives dueling on a martini glass. So is the one olive with his back turned to us the 6-fingered olive? Is that what is that what that is? I can't see his little hand, so I can't tell if he's got 6 fingers or not. Sorry, Boo Boo Kitty, live streaming, so that's why I didn't answer. Just hurry up and get home so you can get some rest. Cards tonight. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Raising the roof, raising the roof. Top drive here would be an hour. Others are closer. My phone is screwy. It wouldn't rotate, so it couldn't go widescreen. Maybe it was just the app I used. Just use your normal camera, dude. Just use your normal camera. Let me square out of here real quick. Yeah, you can see it. See, here's me. Oh wait, no, where am I at? And then just square. And then when you film, it comes out that way instead of having that block. It's the only good thing about this bloody phone is the damn camera. Yeah, there you go. Jan put up Ty's link to his page. Like I said, it was a good little video. I mean, you know, it. Where was you at, Ty? Was it where the hell was you at? I don't remember. I've been working on videos since I got out of bed. But yeah, I don't even remember where the hell you was at. But it was really cool. It's someplace I'd like to visit. Um, Sorry about the noise. It's already humid here, so I've got the fan turned on here in the window. Um, but thank you. But yeah, Boot Hill Museum. But I mean, what town was it? There's like 9 Boot Hills. That seemed like a very popular name in the 1800s. Um, Boot Hill. I mean, I think Jackson Hole has a Boot Hill, and Tombstone's got a Boot Hill, and um, Dodge City. Thank you, Dodge City. Uh, Let me see here. No, you're good. You're good. I figured you probably did. I'm just concerned that all these hours you need to get home and get some rest. Gonna have a house full again tonight. We got to cook dinner for everybody. So tacos, tacos, and tacos. Kissy, kissy. Um, Dodge was the original. Are you warm there? We had frost last night. We had a chance for frost last night. Warm. I don't know if I'd call us warm or not. The hell are we at right now? We're what 30? I would say less than 40 degrees. Come on, come on, come on. Yep, 39 degrees right now, but our humidity. Where the hell's our? There it is. Humidity is 75% right now. No wind. So, but it feels humid as hell in this house right now. I woke up this morning and I put on my shirt and was walking through the house, and I could already start to feel the sweat beat up a little bit, and it's like, man, I got to get in my room, get my fan turned on, drop my temps down a little bit. Warmer than us, not a place to get a good night rest. 38 here, 79% humidity. Feels cold. It probably feels cold outside. I mean, at 39 degrees. But yeah, being in here, especially with the sun coming up right outside this window, it's warming up in here quick. It's warming up in here quick. What's she say now? Won't be any cards probably if I don't get sleep. Well, hopefully you can get home here relatively soon and get some. You need your sleep, especially after a 10 or 12 or 13 hour shift. I don't know. Be honest with you, I kind of think if she could get a job in a bank or something that pays her what being a banker at a casino pays her, she'd probably take it. I think she's getting tired of this non-reliable call-in bullshit talkie. Not a place to get a good night's sleep. Dodge City isn't a good place to sleep. Man, you would think that, being in, our element, staying in the old hotel or something like that, that um, you just defuse, relax, and be able to rest. Yeah, but we also got to look at the house, Jan. It's not just relocating for a job, it's the house. Um, it would be like you and Jay wanting to move to Tennessee to be closer to your Tennessee family, but still owing, 40 grand on your house. You know, after 21 years of grandma and grandpa, well, grandma, because grandpa died a year after they bought it, but, you know, 20 years of her paying for this place and the last year plus of us paying for it just to send it back to the bank and lose all that money. Um, but then if we rent it, we have to worry about running back and forth whenever something goes wrong to fix it and stuff like that. So that's that's really our biggest thing is we want to keep grandma and grandpa's home, and that's why we're fighting so hard for it. But at the same time, um, if we go someplace to find better work, no, we really honestly couldn't sell it without having the money to fix it up. I mean, don't get me wrong. A few $100s to landscape, getting somebody in here to power wash it, getting the shingles, getting the roof replaced. Because, I mean, come on, think about it. They put 10-year shingles on a house that's been sitting here for 21 years. I don't know if you guys ever, looked at the roof while you were here. It's not the prettiest thing in the world. Kind of right now it resembles somebody had just taken shovels full of stone and thrown it up on the roof. That's what the shingles look like now. But that's what happens, when you get butt raped by a company that likes to take advantage of elderly people, and they see you coming. That's why Grandma and Grandpa paid almost 100 grand for this place, because the people that sold it to them saw them coming. Knew Grandpa liked the design, liked the layout, and if anybody here knows how modular homes are built, they put the cheapest, sometimes discontinued stuff into it. I mean, the furnace, when we got it, before we got it replaced, we had a guy come out to work on it one time because it wasn't working right, and he had to special order this piece from Chicago to because they didn't make it anymore. That model of furnace hadn't even been produced in over a decade. The same with the stove. When the fuel rail quit lighting in it a few years ago, they had to special order that piece. So, we wanted to have somebody fix the dishwasher when it went out last year. They don't even make that model. A lot of people that work on dishwashers don't even know how the damn thing works anymore. They have no clue. So, and they were the ones who was saying, to even work on it, since it's actually screwed from underneath the house up into the brackets on it and everything. They have to completely, disassemble that into the cabinet, pull the cabinet, or pull the what's it called, the cabinet top. They have to pull all that off right there, and then they have to go underneath the house and unbolt this thing and unscrew the brackets from the wall behind it just to pull it out to work on it. That's the only reason I've not replaced the damn thing yet. I don't have the tools for a major something. My grandma told me before her death that once she was gone, you know, what happened to the house, it served what it needed, and she was done with it. See, Steph's grandma used to sit and cry because she had no clue what was going to happen to the house because none of the kids wanted it. But since, you know, Steph and I got married and had to move in here when she had the stroke, you know, this was our home. So that's why she wanted us to have it when she passed, because Grandpa loved this home. It was his dream home. You know, it was exactly what he wanted before they ever went looking for a house, and she didn't want to see it lost. So let me see here. Government mandating technologies create all this discontinuation stuff. That's why we have a brand new furnace. You know, $12,800 worth of shit. Of course, they had to replace the air conditioning unit outside too, because the old air conditioner wouldn't work with the new furnace. So, you know, $12,000, almost $13,000 there. Luckily, the stove still works just fine. Looks like crap, but, you know, it still works like a dream. Dishwasher don't work. Fridge and freezer still work great. Government mandating Energy Star, whatever other shit they got. No, we didn't. Too much visiting to do to pay attention to the house. I got you on that one. What was that Ty said? He said something earlier. There he is. Even today, Dodge City is highly active day and night. More reason to sit in the saloon and drink, especially in that pretty attire that you're wearing in that video. That's where I would have spent most of my time, was sitting in the saloon. I might even have trimmed up a little bit, you know, put the Cody back in and got rid of everything else and just sat in the saloon and drank. Maybe got a little poker game going at a table somewhere. Maybe some Go Fish or something like that. Morning, Amy. Good to see you, love. Hope you're doing good today. Give me a wood stove and I'd be happy. I would prefer a wood stove or a fireplace. I'll be completely honest with you. But in Michigan, a lot of places that don't jack up your insurance because of having a wood stove or a fireplace won't even insure you. So, yeah. We bought a new Maytag fridge when we bought this house, and it's still going well, thankfully. Oh, Tony, tell me about it. When we moved out of town into the country when I was 12. Yeah, 12. My mom and dad bought a brand new washer and dryer. 12 years ago, when they retired and moved back down to Tennessee, they took that washer and dryer with them, and Mom replaced the dryer, no, replaced the washer late last year, like November, like right before Thanksgiving. So, I'm all for stuff, that lasting, especially stuff that wasn't made in the last decade or 2 decades. But yeah, mom's still using the same dryer she bought 40, almost 43 years ago, and just had to replace the washer after 41 and a half years. So yeah, paid pretty dearly for that Maytag. Stay on the north side of the tracks. Oh God, Tony, damn that heart. Hold on. I was on both sides of the tracks. Oh, but yeah, like I said at the beginning of this, I want to thank everybody for contacting me between Friday evening and of course Jan this morning. She had things going on all weekend, so I can't fault her for taking care of priorities and stuff first. But contacting me and inquiring about what happened with the job and that meeting Friday, and I just really want to thank everybody for their concern. We're all grown-ups in here. We all understand that sometimes stress from home carries over to your work. Sometimes stress from work, whether you're going to have a job the next week, whether you're going to make enough money to even matter having a job, sometimes carries over to home. And though there were a lot of really good things said at the meeting, nothing changed. I'm down to possibly max 12 hours a week, and what little bit I make, which is about $10 less an hour than the state average. It's stressful. It's stressful, and thank God you guys are my escape. Putting on the funny clothes, doing the videos, standing in front of a green screen, being a complete doofus for you guys at times, is my escape from that reality. So, huge, massive, giant thank you to everybody for being my escape. Other big stress thing, I've told you guys about it. My friend Alan, from England, finally came home from the hospital this morning. Of course, you guys know they're 5 hours ahead of us, so it's already after 1 o'clock in the afternoon there. He came home today from the hospital. They did do the surgery. They managed to get a big chunk of the tumor, but wasn't able to get it all. He was supposed to come home a couple days ago, but they were concerned about his vitals. His heart rate was 120, 125. His vitals didn't look good, so they kept him for a couple extra days. So I've been really stressed over Alan, because much like Jan and Jay, Alan comes every year and spends a couple weeks with us, and we hang out and go out to eat. And, um, he's part of the family. And not having him here right now when he's normally here, and not being able to get to him. Not having a passport, not having the money to travel to England to help him, when he's always been there when we've needed him, but not being able to return that favor. It's really weighed on me a lot. Hey, John. Good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well this morning. When I quit the Fed, stress was not an issue for me any further. All the post-Fed work, I'm pretty stress-free. Yeah. So happy for Alan, praying for his continued recovery. I am too. He has fought one tumor after another. It's like, cancer, much like time, is a predator. And it slowly stalks you, and, after years of stalking, it finally catches up. And it has tried to take him out, and he has pulled away. It has tried to take him out. He's pulled. This is the third tumor that has popped up in his body in the 5 years I've known him. So yeah, it's very. I mean, especially. Hey, Gunny, good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well this morning. When he went home last year, and after being here for 2.5 weeks, and went to his doctor to get his checkup, get his medicines renewed, just out of the clear blue one evening, very late, Steph and I got a Facebook call, video call from him, a messenger video call, and he was crying, and he said, that this the cups of coffee that we shared just those few days before may be our last. He explained, about this tumor, this new tumor, and I mean, there was no consoling him 3,000 miles away over a video chat, except telling him how much we loved him and how much faith we had in him and how strong he was. And, here it is a year later, and they're just able to finally, because they've tried radiotherapy, they've tried medication, they've tried everything. This surgery was the last, and hopefully it works. So, how you're doing? Great. Enjoying high-speed internet. High-speed internet is your friend. It's my friend. I'm liking the thumbnail. Always loved that song commercial. I was in the bedroom last night. The wife was getting ready to leave for work, and I'm like, I forgot to set up a live stream for tomorrow morning. I got to set up a live stream. And the wife actually gave me the idea. She's like, well, you don't always live stream, but when you do, and I'm like, I don't always drink beer, but when I do, I drink Dos Equis. It's like, I gotta find the Dos Equis guy, and she's actually the one that gave me the idea. So I found the picture and put the text across it and slapped it up real quick. So Um, Wait till it is one of your children calling you and saying the doc's found. Insert whatever horrible thought. Yeah. Well, and I actually got a prank call that, I mean, I get a lot of prank calls. You guys are used to it. Telemarketers or bullshit callers trying to get money or something like that. I got a call last year. My youngest son that was in the military, um, and I'll never understand this, but the government works in weird ass ways we'll never understand. Um, my son suffered from PTSD. Well, he got a PTSD dog, and his dog died. So his PTSD skyrocketed. And the government doctors, the military doctors, told him he needed to avoid anybody who's ever put stress in his life. Of course, he took it literal, so he don't talk to me or his mother because, of our divorce when he was so young and the constant infighting and stuff like that. I should say the constant infighting because I never had a bad thing to say about her. I wouldn't do that to my kids, but she badmouthed me up one side and down the other. Um, Even when I was, laying in traction because of falling, off because of my back injury and unable to work. And it took me, 6 weeks to walk again. And, I went from using a walker to using crutches to using a cane to now 37 years later, 32 years later, um, only needing to use a cane on very rare occasions. But anyway, I got a call last year, and it was somebody pretending to be him, and he was telling me how he was arrested in New York and needed X thousand dollars to bond out, and I asked him what he was doing and or to get that, and he come up with some BS something, and I knew right off the bat that it wasn't him because whatever this thing was, it's something he would have never had any part of. He absolutely positively did not believe in that kind of thing. And but yeah, I don't even remember where the hell I was going with this story. But Tony's statement about sons, children calling insert whatever horrible. But yeah, it's and don't get me wrong, this guy sounded just like my son. So whoever it was had stalked his Facebook page, watched his videos, things like that, so they knew what he sounded like. And they knew a little bit about his history and things like that. So they were able to throw some stuff out there. But yeah, believe me, I went nuts trying to figure out how I could help my son until I finally got smart and called the police department where he was at, and they informed me there was nobody of his name there. So yeah, that's how I found out. But I've got that call from my oldest and youngest this year. It's tough when we get older and more people we lose. Yep, you are right about that. It all came out fine, Gunny, so all is good. It's been a scam going around for a while. My kids know better. Some scam would get and enjoy Your rest time in jail. Wait, what? My kids know better. So a scammer. Oh, wait, yeah, okay. Uh, let's see here. What else? What else? My kids wouldn't call me for bail money. Oh, hey, dude. I thought I saw you slip in earlier, but I hadn't. Gone back up through the chat to see if I was right. I get calls every day asking if I want to sell my house. I said, yeah, I'll sell it for $1 million. I'd be more than happy to sell this place for, like I said, if I can get the landscaping done, get this. When Grandma and Grandpa moved here from California, years and years and years ago, like, what, 45 years ago or something like that, there was a big blue house sitting out here on the property. And Grandpa wanted to fix the house up, and he tried, but the boys were still really young. He really didn't have that much help getting it fixed up. And over a period of 15 years or something like that, without a lot of renovation being done, the city basically said it's really honestly not livable. So Grandpa wound up tearing it down, having everything moved out, and moved this modular in here 21 years ago. And the front of the house has got a hill on it, and they've got these huge rocks in that hill. And they used to let this flowering moss grow all along the hill and stuff. Well, it's come down to the point where people try to climb the hill, kids waiting for the bus, whatever. Because we have, 3 buses that park right out here every day and every evening. And the kids try to climb it, and I know sooner or later someone's going to get hurt. So I actually want to build a retaining wall along the front of the house, and then bring in fill dirt and fill the whole thing in and stuff like that, and plant, some kind of a flowering hedge or something along the front of the house. Got to get the roof redone and get it power washed. And, I think we could probably, if we wanted to, since this town is a tourist area now with the new beaches and stuff, they can try to fall off the wall, Tony, but I've got a little creative idea for that one, too. There's going to be a fence that goes along the top of that wall. Don't forget, I used to do custom brick, block, and stonework. So when it comes to custom walls and stuff like that, I can get real creative. So I'm actually going to, if we ever hit the lottery, they may not fall off the wall, but by getting up on the wall and getting impaled on the fence, they're going to be trespassing. So, once the no trespassing signs are put up and the wall's done and everything, that's on them. My insurance isn't going to have to cover it anymore. So, because it's something weird about this town. It's okay to climb a hill because it goes all the way down to the sidewalk, but it's not okay to be on a fence. That's considered on property, but if you're on a hill, it's not considered on. I don't understand how it works. It's stupid, which is what gave me the idea to put in a retaining wall. That's like, for years, Grandma used to sit out on this back deck that Grandpa built the year they moved the house in. And she always complained about the sunlight and said she wished she could put a roof on it but they couldn't because it would make the insurance go up having a roof connected to the house. And I checked with the city, and they said, "Oh yeah, they got rid of that law 18 years ago." You know, so we ever get the deck rebuilt, it's going to have a roof on it. It's actually going to be a Four Seasons room. But yeah, kids are not even going to be able to walk up on the wall because not only is there going to be a 3-foot retaining wall, but there's going to be 2-foot fence on top of the retaining wall. So, yeah, not kind. I really kind of want to go with like wrought iron, you know, with the cute little decorative spikes on it. So if one of them do fall and get impaled, uh, it it's funny. Kinda. Kids are industrious when it comes to doing dumb shit. Oh, amen to that, brother. Amen to that. I'm more interested in watching them try to walk along the edge of the wall on like that much room and fall, and not them getting impaled, but their clothes getting impaled, so their feet are like this far off the pavement of the sidewalk, and they're just sitting there kicking and screaming and flaring around and stuff like that, trying to figure out how they're, and all their friends are taking off running or busy, you know, tick-tocking them. This is what dumb shit did today. I did get the G. Oh, the Ray. Oh, you did get it. Cool, bud. Awesome. Awesome. All right, let me see if I can budge this heart a little bit here. Q, Q1, Q. Not only am I KB9RA, damn it. There we go. SP, not only am I KB9RAOIAM, also WSCN640. Cool. Yeah, I can let my wife and grandkids play with my GMRS. Very cool. Very cool. Now your wife can your wife can give medical advice over the radios, possibly do an on air cooking show. Your grandkids can get on there early Saturday mornings or something, and you know they can have like do like a on air kids show, tell like stupid dad jokes and stuff. To me, that is the easiest way to learn proper radio technique. No, this is not for not for broadcast. Okay, well that kind of takes the air out of my balloon then. Oh, let me see here. What else? Today's the 22nd, so a little less than a month from now is the Niles Ren Fair that I do security for every year. Um, I'll be doing security for that event again this year. Oh, okay, Amy. Um, Sorry you couldn't hang out for the whole show, love. Maybe soon. But you have yourself a wonderful day and take care of yourself. And we'll catch you later on. But yeah, Ren Fair will be coming up here in about 3 weeks, a month, something like that, 3.5 weeks. 17th, 18th, and 19th of May. Looking forward to that. Always look forward to that because, I make as much in 3 days as it takes me 2 weeks to make it work. So, not to mention, I love the people. They're a fun group to hang around. I did dismantle my amp and put an on-off switch in the thing. No idea why manufacturer didn't. God only knows. I don't try to understand why people do and don't do things when they build stuff. We're going to start working on getting our passports for next year. Knoxville is setting up 11-day cruise to 6 countries, August 2025. That sounds like fun. I mean, not that I'd be one, on a cruise ship. I wouldn't mind doing the different countries, though. It's funny. I don't mind risking flying across the ocean, but actually being on the surface scares the hell out of me. It just scares the hell out of me. So, I mean, I wouldn't mind going to, a few different countries and, hanging out, learning some new shit. I got no interest in going to countries that won't let me carry a gun. True that. I can see that. Jay wants to celebrate our retirement since it's something we wouldn't do ourselves. I could see that. I don't blame him. I mean, yeah. If you got a chance to celebrate something that you only do once, you know, unless, of course, you're my parents, well, my mom, my dad still retired, but my mom, she retired, got bored, went back to work. Dad convinced her to quit, so she quit, got bored, went back to work. So, but, the average, for like father, like son, oh my God, it's been forever, dudes. How the hell you guys been? Awesome to see you. How am I doing? Same old struggles, jobs, cut hours, getting older, erectile dysfunction, baldness. You get up in the morning, you look at this and think, oh my God, where did I go wrong? Stuff like that. Regular stuff. Been under the weather, but bouncing back. Gotta bounce back, man. You can't let anything keep you down. You can't do it, especially you. I mean, come on. I'm still working for Lori, will take the time off. You need the time off. These little short visits to Tennessee, or little short, 3 or 4 day visits coming up here. No, you guys need some time off. I just hope Jay can find enough stuff to keep himself from getting bored once he retires. He reminds me so much of my dad. Yeah, Jay, that's probably why I love Jay so much. He reminds me a lot of my dad, and um, Dad, that's the first thing Dad hated about retirement, was he didn't have that norm anymore. He wasn't getting up, eating, drinking his coffee, taking a shower, going to work, dealing with people all day long, coming home, having a couple beers, spending the evening with the family. It was just sitting. He gets up when he wants to. He drinks his coffee now, spends an hour and a half in the bathroom, sits down in front of the TV. Finally gets tired of that after a couple hours, goes outside, looks at the yard, and thinks there's not a damn thing needs done around here. What am I going to do? So, I just hope Jay can keep himself busy. I mean, maybe if he redecorated the home to look like Santa's workshop and just kept, like do the big candy cane archway at the side, or at the entrance to the driveway, or the sidewalk going out to your mailbox and stuff, and you know something, candy stripe the house, put some reindeer up on the roof, whatever the case may be, to make that place more Santa-like. Let me see. Damn, she ain't worked at the job that long. I'm nervous about flying, being on a ship. We'll fly out of Knoxville to London, then board the ship. I don't know. You remember what happened to the last big ship that left England? Blub, 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 blub. Damn icebergs. Drew Brenna printed off application for a way better job. Now we got to get her to fill it out and turn it in ASAP. That's good. She needs a better job. Something closer, at least. He plans on finding another job. Hopefully he enjoys it. I feel sorry for my FedEx dude. Good morning, you yo-yo head. What is up, Ian? Good to see you, bud. Hope the hell you're doing good. Every stop here is multi-containers weighing 50 pounds each. I feel sorry for your FedEx dude, too. A friend of ours is supposed to make a sticker for across the top of the windshield on Big Red that says Santa's sleigh. There you go. Minimum wage here is $13.50 an hour. She's applying for a banker position. Well, I don't know very many banks that start off at minimum wage. They normally start off much more than minimum wage. So, yeah. Hopefully she'll get it. Hopefully she'll get it. I'm terrified that something will happen with the ship. Well, I mean, stay away from icebergs. Icebergs and big white whales and it should be fine. It should be fine. I mean, if you board the ship and the captain introduces himself as Ahab, I would be slightly worried. Um, you know, hello, I'm your captain, John Ahab. This is my first mate, Ishmael. Um, I would I would worry a little, but I mean, what are you supposed to do? I mean, seriously. Occasionally run aground or fall over. Yeah, that happens on occasion too. Especially if the captain's an alcoholic. If you if if you know you board the ship and the captain smells like a liquor store blew up, then yeah, I would be slightly concerned about that as well. I mean, thank you, Tony, for pointing that out. The whole running aground and tipping over. She has all the qualifications for the position, plus years of experience in accounting, customer service skills. Yes, she does. She does have skills. And you can tell her I said that. And she'll know exactly what I mean. We're going to visit Belgium, Brussels, Inverness, Ireland, Scotland, and one more I can't think of. At least you'll be able to do some whale watching and stuff. You'll be able to do some whale watching and everything. That whole area up there, um, there's a lot of whale activity in that short span between Ireland and Scotland, and then you get up towards Brussels and Belgium and the more Germanic area over to the east of Scotland and everything. So yeah, you'll definitely be able to see some things you've never seen before. So I mean, that's always good. I just I hope you get to experience something that I've always wanted to experience, so I can live vicariously through your photos, and that is Dover. I don't know exactly where you're going to pull out of, um, but the White Cliffs of Dover is something that I've always wanted to experience. Just those white granite, straight drop um, cliffs in England. If there's no unrest in those areas at that point, they will cancel the cruise. Just pray for us. Jan, catch a leprechaun for me. I'm not interested in the leprechaun because that's just one more mouth to feed. Um, I will, however, accept his little pot of gold because then I wouldn't worry about how many mouths I had to feed or how I'm going to pay for my next reenactment, or how I'm going to get microphones, how I'm going to pay off the house. The list goes on and on and on. So yeah, I'll take the pot of gold. You can have the leprechaun. Yep. Oh, he's for the kids. Got you. That's exactly what you need. Is a short little dude running around your house, um, playing with your kids. Did you not see the Leprechaun movies? Do you not know the trouble that he's going to cause? They're like little poltergeists, man. You'll wake up some morning, find the dog hanging from the ceiling fan. You know, got his little harness on. He's just hanging there. Yeah, Darby O'Gill and the Little People. It's a great movie. They come out with a movie. Um, oh God, probably 20 years ago, that had to do with leprechauns. I think it was called Leprechauns, but it had to do with a war going on between leprechauns and fae folk. And the I can't remember his name. Damn it! The dude that was in Independence Day, the drunk that flew the crop duster planes. He was in it, and it was a great movie. I loved it. I remember watching it when I was, yeah, Quaid. Thank you, Randy Quaid. Um, Loved it. Hilarious film. Had so many really good Irish actors in it. Um, Irish and Scottish, as a matter of fact. But I do believe the whole thing was filmed in Ireland. So yeah, they brought in several good actors. Warwick Davis was an awesome leprechaun. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The Leprechaun franchise, except for Leprechaun in the Ghetto. I loved that whole franchise. That's one of my favorite horror movies. As a matter of fact, if the wife's not home yet when we're done here, I'll probably go into the living room and start watching that. But yeah, Warwick Davis, my God, he started off in what, Empire Strikes Back. I think he was 10, 12 years old when um, Empire came out. And hell, he's done Wicket the Ewok, he's done the Leprechaun, he's done some of the goblins on Harry Potter. He done what, Willow, um, jeez, the movie and the TV show. Um, he's been a busy little dude, man. Hey, Justin, good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well this morning. It'll be nice to spend that much time with Sis and her daughter. Oh, they're both going. That's cool. I didn't know if it was going to be your whole Knoxville family or, um, but yeah, that'd be cool. Spend time with just your sis and her daughter. That'd be cool. wasn't as good as the rest. Jennifer Aniston was in the first one. Yes, she was. Yeah, kind of a family affair. Remember that old TV show? That brought back some memories. Mr. French. You know, I forgot the fan cools off this coffee really, really fast. Time to heat it up. Heat it up. Kick this off, kick it back on. It'll beep in a second. She does the travel agent thing as a side gig. You know, that's what Steph's cousin does, the one that I married. I performed the ceremony for him and his wife last year. That's what he does full time as a travel agent. So, you know, that's how they take all those amazing trips to Mexico and Florida and Las Vegas and everything else. One of these days we'll get to finally have the time off and the money to go with them. We've missed out on 3 Las Vegas trips in the last 2 years because we haven't had the money to go with them. Even though it was going to be relatively cheap and everything, it was still going to cost us, what, $2,000, I think, just for play money and, you know, meals, because the hotel we stayed in had a dinner buffet every night. So we had to do like lunch or something every day. And the actress that played Sissy, is on the commercial for phones for the hearing impaired from the government. Oh, that's cool. I talked to the Chamber of Commerce about the tree planting idea. There are no descendants from the founding fathers alive. Well, that poses a tiny bit of a problem. I don't know. Let me think on that one, Ty. Let me think on that one. There may be another way to get around this. We'll see. Just a thought, Drew. You could become a travel agent and get to go and check out those places. I might get a hold of Kai later. And see what all's involved with. So I think you need to get a license to be a travel agent, which means you need some kind of schooling or something. I don't know. We'll see. I know he makes very, very good commission on what he does. So yeah, I'll definitely have to. I'll have to look into that. Please tell me this is my wife and she's coming home. Oh, thank God she is. Yay! Yay! Um, are you going to go through town and stop at um, the store that we talked about that I don't remember the damn name of? Not Family Fair, the other one. Just a little bit, but I thought I'd let you know before I forgot. If you could do it from home, um, that'd be a bonus too. Yeah, it definitely would. Oh, and Jan said be safe. Yeah, I'll talk to Kai, and I'll see what all's involved. Because he's been doing it for what, a year and a half, and like I said, he's made some very good commissions off of. As a matter of fact, he just had, when he was here just a few weeks ago, he had made the remark that somebody had contacted him and they were planning a trip like um, your friend is scheduling, like multiple countries. And his commission was $5,000 or something like that on that trip. So
Save a lot, yeah. I'm glad you said something because I totally forgot. Yep, I was having Save a lot because I gotta get a burger, right? A burger and the large stuff for tacos aside from the Taco Bell seasoning because they don't have it there.
oh damn it. Yeah, Save a Lot. That's the one I was thinking of. Yep, because we're going to need burger for the tacos tonight. We'll probably need more tortillas, lettuce, Christ, a bunch, stuff. Yeah, we have tomatoes, we have onion, um, the Taco Bell seasoning that you like. Um, they don't have that there, but yeah, that stuff. Oh, it's a guarantee. Well, she gets all of her money because when I get paid on a Friday, I take my little $200 paycheck, $225 paycheck, whatever it is, and I give her over half of it, and I keep tens, fives, and ones. And then for like 2 or 3 days after I get paid, I buy everything. If I happen to pull good hours that week or that previous week, um, let's say I pull a $200 paycheck, I'll give her uh, 150 of it, and then I'll put gas in her car. I'll buy her some cigarettes, or I'll buy groceries for that weekend or something like that. So she has all of her money, because every other week, because she gets paid biweekly. So every other week she has that 150 I gave her, and then on Monday she gets her check. So that's how she's able to. Oh, you meant your bestie. Oh yeah, yeah. Travel agents make really good money as long as they stay active, and there's no other travel agents here in town. So yeah, um, that very well could be a good working idea. But yeah, Steph will get sleep when she gets home. She'll definitely get some sleep. Um, she'll go straight into the bedroom, put on her comfies, and crawl in bed, turn on something that she likes, and she'll pass out. Oh, and everybody said that you sound beat, and um, for you to be safe coming home. It wasn't just Jan. It was everybody. There, Ty. Now you don't feel so left out. Whiner baby. She works hard. That's for damn sure. She works hard. Oh, goodness gracious sakes. Working on a really good video right now, guys. Really good video. It's on a couple of brothers from the early 1900s in New York called the Collier Brothers. Very mysterious case with those two. Both of them, they come from a well-to-do family. Mother was a professional singer in New York. Father was a very renowned gynecological doctor. And one brother was a professional lawyer. One brother was a concert pianist. Let's just say that bad things happened, and then bad things happened. And, well, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail on the story, but it's a very, very mysterious life and a very mysterious ending for these brothers. So that one there will be coming out the 7th of May. Tomorrow, we have a video coming out on the conspiracy and history of Amelia Earhart. All the different ideas around what could have happened to her and things like that. So, yeah, definitely a good one. After that one, we have a small collection of history's mysteries that was left behind. And then, on the 28th, we have the mystery of the Confederate battleship PP, or PD. It's got a very interesting story to it. And then after that one, we're going to go into the real history of the Bell Witch. Let me see here. The very first video in the month of May is going to be the day that shook the world, the JFK assassination. And let me think here. On the 5th of May, we have Appalachia's Old Mountain Witches. Pay a little homage to our to our brother Jared King. We don't get to see him in here much, and I'm usually either working or sleeping when his videos come out, so I have to catch them secondhand. Love me some Jared, man. Love me some Jared. Let me see here. The other country. Oh wait, no. Here we go. Here we go. I've already given Debbie our deposits for the cruise. First one she's gotten. Brent and I want to start a Western bar and grill. That'd be cool. Oh, the other country I forgot was Paris, France. Oh my God, how could you forget Paris? Gay Paris. Another place I'd love to visit. Grits for breakfast. Definitely the breakfast of champions. Morning, Chad. Good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well. I invented grits as breakfast food in the summer of '79. Jan, how did you know grits was on our grill menu? Lady C, good to see you. Long time no see. Good to have you. I have a book on Appalachia's witches. That's going to be a good video. There's always grits on a Western menu. I'm doing great. I joined the Tecumseh Historical Society, and I'll be signing up to volunteer soon. Very cool. Very cool. Tecumseh is one of my favorite historic figures. Like I said in my video here, when did that video come out? When did that video come out? Oh, it was on the 4th. So here just a few weeks ago. A couple weeks ago. Tecumseh, definitely one of my favorite historic figures. I've got to deal with the Battle of Thames in Chatham, Ontario, right down the road from where the actual battle took place, where Tecumseh was supposedly killed at. The gentleman David that portrays Tecumseh in Ontario and down here into the Midwest, I've seen him many times portray Tecumseh, and I'll tell you what, when you're sitting there listening to David do Tecumseh's speeches to a crowd, you kind of want to pull out your tomahawk and hit the first white guy you see. He's that motivational, and when he gets in character, it's scary. Finally awake to catch an early live stream. Oh, that's cool. I was at a place named Duff's in Mobile, Alabama, and they served grits. I thought it was cream of wheat and prepped as thus. Huh. People that saw this were gauging and saying that I was nuts till they actually tried it. My town was named after Chief Tecumseh because he stood up for his people and tried uniting the tribes together. Yep. And he tried everything. He tried everything to keep a peace between the tribes and European settlers, Americans. Sadly, he was just seen as just one more damn Indian and with, the Army's constant prodding and things like that, it was a sad ending, and yes, a lot of people truly believe that he died at the Battle of Thames. But the funny thing was, so many people said they seen him fall, but when the battle was over, they never found his body. So that's a really cool bit of mystery with that. Um, I would have loved to be more involved with Tecumseh and stuff like that. A lot more than Native organizations here in the state. It's not like I don't have the time to do it. Can't have a Western grill without grits. We actually already have a menu idea for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. There's an outdoor drama called Tecumseh and Chillicothe. We just don't have a building or licenses yet. Let me know when you do, Ty. We'll take a trip to see you. It's cool. I've never heard of it, but I'll look into attending. Sounds good. It's funny, when I walked into the Long Branch and Dodge, Boot Hill, bartender guessed me as either Wyatt Earp or Doc Holliday. She couldn't decide. Well, you're too tall for Doc, and I think you're too skinny for Wyatt, and not pretty enough for either one of them. You still have that Bill Hickok look to you. Still got that ruffian, nonchalant, don't give a rat's patootie look to you. You're not near as clean cut or pretty enough for Wyatt or Doc. Oh, what's this?
So Save-A-Lot's burger, just hamburger, $4.99 a pound. So I didn't get that. They don't even have any lettuce. So I'm going up to Herding's in Cass, and hopefully they got stuff in the manager special spot, and hopefully they got some burger. I was even looking for just some of that, not the cube steak, but the other one, the minute steak, because those are cheap as shit. And I was like, well, I'll just chop that up, no biggie, make that into burger. It's super cheap. They don't even have that. So yeah, no, I'm going to Herding's.
It's doubtful they're going to have any manager specials out. They usually don't put those out until 11 at the earliest, which is why I always try to get up there late morning, at least by 11:30 or 12. But you can try it. Just hurry up and get home, honey. You need some rest. My God, it's been way too freaking long of a night. That's a good thing. At least she knew the time period. He's skinny enough to pull off Doc. Yeah, he's skinny enough to pull off Doc, but Ty's over 6 feet tall. I don't think Doc was that tall. And he was like very clean cut, very proper looking, didn't have long hair. I mean, even though he went out west to live that life out there and to help with his emphysema and everything that he had in his lungs, he always maintained that proper Georgian gentleman's appearance. It's a Good thing. At least she knew the time period. Jan, she should know, being she's the vice president of the Chamber of Commerce. I was born in, yeah, Chad's still kind of young, so I think Ty is still the youngest one in here. He's only like 32. Um, and then, Chad's a close second. And then it, gradually goes up to older than frickin' dirt, which is where I fall into that category at. I've told you guys before, I'm so old. I got Jesus's pager number. No, Jan, you're not the oldest. Tony has you and I both beat. Tony's got me beat by like a decade. No, I don't think quite a decade. Maybe 8 years, something like that. Because I was born in '68. If I remember correctly, Jan. If I remember correctly, Jan was born in like 63 or 64. Are you a little older than Tony? I would have never guessed that. Oh, you were born in '60? I was only off by a couple of years. Oh, okay. All right. So see, just a little tiny gap. Just a little tiny gap. Jan was born in '60, Tony '61, me '68, into '68, October '68. Oh, Ty was born in '91. He's like 11 years younger than my wife. Oh, kind of makes me want to pet him like a puppy and make sure that he's fed and taken care of. He's right about the age of my sons. So I think my sons are, my sons are 4 years older than Ty is. So my oldest two, my twins. So yeah, he was born in '91, and they were born in '80. They were born in '90. So no, they were born in '89. So yeah, they got a couple years on him. Ty's only 3 years older than Ashley, 1 year younger than Mike. Thanks for the reminder, Tony. Just make me feel like a teenager, why don't you? All my kids are older than Ty. Well, it honestly don't help that, you know, even though chronologically speaking, I'm one of the oldest ones here, but physically speaking, mentally speaking, I fall into that, you know, 30 something range with the people that I normally associate with and want to hang out with. So that's probably why I just never realized it. Then again, I can hang out with anybody. I can hang out with somebody in their 90s. I can hang with somebody in their 20s. It don't really matter. Morning, Bud Files. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well this morning. Ashley was born in 94, Mike in 90. So yeah, with the hours and stuff being cut at work and everything, and the real short work hours, um, I'm more available to chat now here since I'm so far ahead on the videos. I mean, I'm clear into the first week of May, um, with the videos and stuff now. Especially, being here and the wife sleeping most of the day, so I spend all my time here in the studio. So I'm more available to chat and talk with people now than I normally am. Young people at work thought I was around 50. When I told them how old I was, they were shocked. You and I both, maintain that younger mental attitude. Um, so it's real easy to hang with the younger generation and to keep up with them and do stuff with them because of that mental attitude. We don't our health may affect us physically, but we don't let it affect us mentally. So I thought you were in your 40s. When I first met Jan, I thought she was my age or just a year older than me. I would have never guessed that she was, 8 years older than me. No, and she don't look her age. So I learned a lot from Ashley. Yeah. That's why I thought late 40s, maybe 51. Yeah, when I first met Jan, I really thought that I was pushing it, thinking that she was um, even, I mean, 50, 51, 52 years old. I thought she was younger than me, or at least my age. And it just, yeah, it'll blow you away the way people handle things. I'm really surprised at my age. My dad had the wrinkles across his forehead, and he was starting to get them real bad under his eyes and stuff like that. Getting that old turkey gobbler hanging down here and everything, and you know, I wasn't cursed with it. Tony don't look his age either. Most welcome. Oh yes, he does. Aside from gray hair, I have gray, but it's mixed in well. Salt and pepper. Salt and pepper. So it makes you so hot, Tony. Was born in 58. He now looks way older than he is. His job is killing him. Yep. He needs to. He needs to. He needs to get out of there. I just hope it comes soon for him, because he does. He needs to get the hell out of there. All that running around, all that lifting, all that toting, all that carrying. He needs to enjoy life a little bit before he's too sore to enjoy life. I remember my dad was born in 41. And, I remember in the 40s and 50s how my dad used to like to play golf. He liked to go fishing. He used to like to do all that stuff. And, now, after working all those years lifting engine parts and, training new mechanics and, all that kind of stuff, he's too sore to do anything. There's been many a times, and that's one bad thing, with my back injury that I suffer with like my dad did. There's a lot of times he gets out of bed and can barely make it to the couch to lay down because his back's out. And, yeah, definitely, you lived a hard life. The salt don't show up much. I've never even seen a picture of you, Tony. So they're one step ahead of me. I've never even seen a picture of you. So I could pass you on the street and you punch me in the ribs and I'd not even know who you were. Poor Jay, I miss that guy. Miss talking to you too. It could happen anywhere from June 1st to next March 28th. I hope it's sooner than later. I really do. Truly is, Drew. This job is really taking a toll on him, and it worries me. Yep. And see, it seems like he would be at that age now where he could take early retirement. He's not 65. Well, he's born in 58. So yeah, he's 50 time. Yeah, but it's too small. That picture on there is like a third the size of a dime. And so yeah, I can't. I'm going to have to look. I'm going to have to investigate. We're hoping it's later for the simple fact he will retire with more money in his pension. That is true. And that'll help you guys in the long run while he is looking for another job. If he doesn't do the full-time Santa thing, don't forget what I told you guys, and I wish Skipper was still here, being part of the Real Beard Santas organization. If he could get a job doing the Santa thing just from the end of November through the month of December, he can make, and he's in a prime location where you guys live right now, he could make your annual income just in that month and a half from mid-November to the end of December. It's unbelievable that Real Beard Santas can make upwards of $50 an hour and work, you know, 10-hour days, just sitting there taking pictures and walking around a mall or something like that. I mean, $500 a day for 40 days. I mean, there's some pretty good math there, y'all, if you sit down and figure it out. We're hoping my missus is considering holding out for 67 just for the insurance. He's 66 right now. See, he should be able to retire. 65, isn't it? 65, 66, 67, something like that. My old man took early retirement at 53, 63. He took early retirement at 63. He's got the regular Santa gig here. They've already discussed it. He'll do the Christmas in July as well. There you go. I'm still considering it, but I'm going to be a bald Santa. You know, you guys have noticed that I'm letting it grow back in. I am not going to worry about my head hair, but I am letting the beard grow back in. I am, you know, I'll be 56 in October, and if I don't start doing the things now that I want to do, I'm afraid when I do finally work up the gumption to do it, I'm not going to be able to. So, powdered wigs were once all the rage. Believe it or not, and I just found this out the other day, day before yesterday. George Washington, we always see George Washington with the white hair. That was a powdered wig. He was actually a redhead. George Washington, you know, Lieutenant Washington for the British Army, General Washington for the U.S. Army, President George Washington was actually a ginger. He was actually a redhead. So, yeah, powdered wigs were once all the rage. They're talking about moving the age to 70. But yeah, that's something else I have to look at this year, is actually finding an affordable Santa suit. And you know, I like the Father Christmas robes, the long outside coat with the shorter inside coat and everything. So yeah, so I can get rid of all the homemade stuff that I've made over the years, and yeah, actually do a good Santa this year. You know, he wore the wig. You could tell his hair collar was the color of his eyebrows. Yep. Oh my God, guys, it's that time. Holy crap, holy Batman. I did not realize, Jesus criminy. Another chat down, y'all. But hey, you know, it was good coming in here, spending the morning with y'all after the last few days. I needed that, this release, just sitting and talking to y'all. Have a great day, ladies. Take care. Oh, and you dudes too. But you guys, yeah, I had a good time with it, Jan. I had a good time with it. I always do. Always do. Y'all make me de-stress a little bit. So now it's over with, and I'll go back to regular old me, um, stressing out. Morning, Richie. You poor devil. Come in here right at the end, guys. Right as we're walking out the door, he comes up to ring the doorbell. But I'm gonna get busy and start doing my thing. You guys all have a great Monday. Try to have a little bit of fun. Do something you enjoy. All work and no play makes you grab a sniper rifle and climb up a bell tower or something. I don't know. But you guys all have a great day. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. God bless you. God love you. I do. And we'll catch you all here in a few days. I gotta end it, man. I'm about ready to tinkle down my leg here. And I've been here for 2 hours. My ass is flat. Y'all see this desktop? Look at this desktop. That's what my ass looks like right now. Goodness gracious sakes. You guys all take care. Have a good day. And we'll catch you here in a few days. Hell, who knows? I might do a stream on Wednesday. You wish it looked so good, mother. Hearts. We'll see y'all later.